is what the possible collaboration is going to be. Supposedly, we're actually going to be getting Overlord collaboration rerun, which is kind of crazy, right? Like, did any of us kind of expect an Overlord collaboration rerun? I'm gonna be honest, I did not expect that. So if this is the case, we actually get a collaboration rerun. Supposedly, it's going to be Demiurge and then Aura and then there. I don't know.
Alright guys, so yep, the collaboration has been decided. You have now posted the teaser, which does confirm that the actual next collaboration, which we all thought, at least of the last few years, you always do a part 2 or like, you know, a rerun during this actual time slot. So, you know, we were expecting a rerun, which is why I thought it might have been much of a Tensei, because it kind of deserved one a little bit, and it also, like, Slime could have had a chance a little bit. I mean, Stranger Things kind of out of question. Same for, obviously, King of Fighters. And then there's another one I'm forgetting. Yeah, I think ReZero 2. It's been, like, 2 years since, oh, I guess when this collaboration comes out, since we've gotten a ReZero rerun. So it made sense to get one. But one that, honestly, I didn't even bother mentioning, because surely it weren't going to be an Overlord collaboration, right? Because it's not even been a year yet since this collaboration first came out. So it might be one of the first collaborations. I think it was King of Fighters that returned exactly like 1 year later. And that was like the first we ever got in like a back-to-back collab of like an actual same IP, right? Where, so yeah, of course, the new one just confirmed it is Overlord, not Goblin Slayer, because it's the exact same as last time. It's Overlord. Plus, before this actual trailer came out, it was leaked. It's going to be Demiurge, which, I mean, look, guys, I'm not going to lie to you lot. I haven't gotten that far into Overlord. I think stopped in season 2. I'll probably pick up again. Not that it was bad, I just, you know, didn't really get too much into it, or you know, I didn't have time to watch it. I was watching it Amazing, so it's hard to watch things when we're both YouTubers, right? But yeah, Demiurge was a character I think a lot of people wanted during the part 1 instead of Coctus, right? Where apparently he's a frog, so that's kind of a spoiler, right? But yeah, I mean, hey, Sora said he's a good character. I'll probably like him if I get that far in towards the season. He didn't do too much during season 1, but I had heard he does pop up a little bit later on. Looks like a Diablo of Slime, like, if anything. So I'm sure the fans out there, if he's got like a transformation with the frog, that's just kind of cool, right? Or is it a toad? Okay, so I want to quickly clear up some confusion I'm having right now, and also, I guess, in the community. But basically, it was leaked beforehand that it was going to be, obviously, a Overlord collaboration. We do know Demiurge is actually confirmed to be coming, because 70s Leaks on his Discord did say he has the urge to say it, so that was obviously confirming it's him. As for Aria and Maria, they're not necessarily confirmed. I don't know where people are saying. I think he, once again, he deleted the messages, so you can't go back and look at it. But if we look right here, the person who made this post, and this is what I'm going off right now, did say it's going to be these two, and obviously Amazing covered this well. Once again, before they even announced Overlord returning on the Twitter, once again, it does say Aria Maria. However, it's now been changed to say it could be Aria Maria, but also this character right on screen now. So, once again, very well could be her, but for this part of the video, because I already recorded it, but I do want to talk about the implication of adding these two towards the game, and that is the fact that this could be our first ever dual character. So, yeah, we'll jump towards that part. Our first dual character. Now, listen, I'm not having it. Oz and Hawk, Elizabeth and Hawk, they don't count as dual characters. It's just, it's not how it works, right? It's two animals. This is going to be our first ever dual 2 human characters, which I think is probably, for me, the most interesting part about the collaboration, because I've had so many ideas about how I would actually do, you know, dual characters in the game. And I think the best way to do it will be a cool way of doing it as well, is if one skill is one character attacking and the other skill is another character attacking. I mean, obviously, if we're counting Ozzo and Hawk as a dual character, which, I mean, they kind of are, but I'm not counting it because it's not really, you know, we want to see 2 humanoid characters. Because at least then in the field, it'll look like there's 4 people. It will look kind of weird, right? So I'm looking forward towards that one. And if you get Ozzo and Hawk as well, then there's like 5 people in the field, and if there's like a full team of dual characters, it's going to get a little bit out of hand, right? But yeah, I would love it if they were to have a skill where one skill is just for, obviously, Mera, and then also the second skill is for Aura, and once again, that goes towards 17 characters. Like the one we all want to see, I guess, is Melly and Zeldris, where, you know, during the movie, hey, I guess it's now possible, right? One character I'd love to see is both like Diane and King as like a dual character, because you can see like Diane as a giant and then King sitting on the shoulder, or like very small, like right next to her. That'd be cool too. So yeah, I mean, it kind of hopefully opens the door towards more dual characters. We did see with AOT during the first actual, you know, collaboration. We got our first transformation character, and afterwards we got our second, that being Camilla, but I think the transformations kind of flopped a little bit, so they did slow it down a little bit. And at the start of the year, I made my prediction about like festival characters we could see in the game, and I mean, hey, we got 4 right, which is the right color as well, by the way. Percival, we did release in July, but wasn't the festival. And then at the end of the year, I said, hey, maybe we get a dual character for Millie Elizabeth to kick off the dual characters, and hey, Maybe it's possible now, right? So yeah, that's the only interesting part about Riot. I kind of want to get this Overlord collaboration is the fact that once again I want to see how they handle 2 human characters as an actual, you know, collaboration. Demiurge, I mean, I guess the big thing right now is unknowns, right? Unknowns have been getting way too much, even for someone who loves unknowns, and I'm a little bit of an unknown main. It's getting a bit out of hand, right? Like, I get it. Unknowns. We've gotten 2 UR festivals, Boulder as well, a Merlin in between 2. Genos, the only humanoid character, and then now we're getting a collaboration, and they're probably going to be good as well. And you got to remember as well, earlier this year we had obviously Victoria, who's an unknown god a little bit. They're going to make these characters good. Like, they're going to be really, really good, of course. So, do expect them to be somewhat meta. So, there's even more unknown support as well. So, like, it's going to be a bit crazy. So yeah, these should be characters. Once again, Demiurge I think is a given because he was one that should have made into the first part. And obviously I think 76 Leaks did just once again kind of low-key confirm. And I think behind the scenes, someone's leaking it as well. Like, I believe there's just been rumors beforehand that this was coming. So hey, that's the collab. And look, I don't mind an Overlord collaboration. Albedo is probably one of my favorite characters released that last year, and still a fun character using like the Monty P battles. But the reason why I'm a little bit annoyed that he's coming back so soon is because that's the point. They come back so soon. Are they gonna buff up these characters? Because we saw with the, you know, the Shieldo collaboration, because they were kind of very old at that point, they made nothing meta. They buffed them up. They changed Reptalia, and then they obviously buffed up Philo as well, who kind of fallen off a little bit, but you know, there was a period where they were actually usable, and that's kind of what I wanted to see with this slot, because this slot's always a part 2 or always a rerun collaboration. So I wanted to see them, you know, re-release Slime, you know, buff up Demlo Rimuru, go back and give us Mushoka Tensei, buff up, you know, Ghislaine, which would have been quite good in the meta right now, especially with a counter stance user, buff up Roxy, you know, give us some more buffs towards the old collaborations, maybe even going back towards ReZero, buff up Echidna, buff up Amelia, Rem Ram, you know, buff up the old ones. Where I think right now with the Overlord collaboration, I don't really see him buffing up the characters, especially Albedo. I mean, arguably they're not that usable now, especially Ainz, who was not the greatest character. You can see I haven't even leveled him up. The main reason why, because you want to get this guy towards 6-6, and even at 6-6, I don't think he was alright, but not crazy. So like, you could argue they could buff up Ainz. But if they're going to buff up Ainz, they're going to buff up Shaltir as well. Maybe buff up Albedo. I mean, once again, I don't know. My only reason why I think they wouldn't buff up is because they're still fresh in a way. I mean, I guess it's almost been a year in 2 months' time. It's been 10 months. But, yeah, we'll see, man. Also, I guess another reason why I'm excited for the rerun is because we're going to be getting some new outfits. And Albedo, she got some pretty good outfits. Actually, unironically, the actual like starter one's actually one of the best. This one, I don't like the color, but it's a bit outrageous. And then this one's actually a decent outfit, just not a best one. So, I mean, hey, we might get a pretty fire outfit. Finally get a 555, so she get a bit more CC. Yeah, the white one suits her a little bit, but I hope, once again, she gets some better outfits. And I guess, yeah, maybe buff her up a little bit. But do remember, in October, we are going to get another collaboration. October last year was the actual, you know, Overlord collaboration. And then also the year before that one, it was also the Shieldo collaboration. So October, at least for the past 2 years, have always been new collaborations. So it's very possible, like I said, I always expected this part of the collaboration or this part of the year to be an actual rerun, where the next one in October, so 2 months time after, which hopefully should be the Mayel Festival, the one with the 4 commandments, if they actually release him. Just once again, my prediction a little bit. But if you're expecting like Konosuba, Shangri-La Frontier, Eminence in Shadow, whatever a new collaboration could be, then I would say it's very unlikely we're going to get one for this one. But once again, in 2 months time, we'll talk about it more then. We're more likely going to be getting one there. But if not, I guess, once again, I hope we just get a hype collaboration, man. All right, guys, thank you for watching the video. I'm very excited for this collaboration. And once again, I'm happy for Overlord a little bit, but I think it's a bit too soon, because I would have liked them to, you know, like kind of die a little bit. I mean, if they aren't already dead, and then buff them later on to make them a bit more usable, like how we saw with Shield Hero, where right now, it's not only a question if they are going to get buffed up. They might or might not. It depends how they want to do it, so we'll have to wait and see. So, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah.